Hello, time to win. Hello, bro. Let's cut the bullshit. You're pretty depressed right now because you think you've made some big revelation about the world that turned to nihilistic and you think surpasses all meaning. Maybe you actually went through something pretty bad. More often than not, though, you likely just saw some fucking, I don't know, gore video on the internet. You like saw something bad online. For me, this was brought about by SCP. I think it was 2178, and for sure SCP-5000. I'm going to give a brief rundown for those who are lucky enough to not know what these are. SCP-2178 is basically these are all like fictional stories, basically written by fucking fat redditors. In the story, it's basically the revelation that, oh no, we keep decomposing after death, but we stay conscious, so we like feel ourselves decompose, and it's very painful and it's very sad and it lasts for eternity. Unlucky. SCP-5000 is basically, it's like a creature who like infiltrated the human consciousness collectively, and now I don't know, has some big plan to kill us all and fucking make us suffer, and essentially like is responsible for this state of death. Now the really scary part of this is that it's very hinted at very closely in the story that both these SCPs are pretty much like God, and it's hinting at the fact that God invaded this fucking human consciousness and isn't actually natural, but created something else, created something bad. Now, all the autists will probably say something like, Amulet 5000 is the suit, not the entity. The entity is 5000-1A or something. I don't care. The point is, these are super scary concepts, turbo scary for, how old was I, like 14 at the time I was reading these. I should not have been fucking worrying myself with these. I should have been concerned with, like, well, not really playing outside because it was COVID, but I should have been concerned with other things and not with worrying about this fucking horseshit, like, metaphysical threat existential being. And, oh, but Crispy Bacon Overwatch. These are not real. These stories aren't real. Of course not. But I'm going to explain to you how being in this state, which is what this lovely drawing is, me here, very frowny, and here is SCP. Let me draw that it is in fact night. So let me draw a moon. Very nice. Sprinkling, sparkling a little bit, and let me draw some stars. Beautiful. Okay. Whatever the case, these two stories fucked me up mentally and spiritually for so long that I couldn't really enjoy myself or look my parents in the eye for a very long time. When you stay up for this long watching these types of negative ass videos by yourself, the conclusion your brain comes to is, oh, okay, this is reality, this is actually true, and everyone else who you see actually enjoying themselves in the real world, having normal lives, is just kind of deluding themselves, and they don't want to hear this big revelation because the reason it's 100% fiction, right? And it's like, how can you fall for this? My thing was that we don't like exactly know for sure 100% proof what happens after that. So, oh, what if it's this thing, and oh, what if this is real? And just, I was so mentally fucked and had so little friends and so little of a life at the time that this is basically becoming the reality for me. And I would think about it every single day, even though I would tell myself this is not real, you're retarded. I was still thinking about it every single day, and as I said previously, it would mess me up very, very badly because obviously this is fucking horrendous and horrible ideas. And just saying it right now, there's a bunch of tension going on in my body. Yeah, it wasn't good. It wasn't very good whatsoever. It was just not fun, especially for someone who's very prone to overthinking like me. I was bound to kind of get fucking trapped into this depressive negative cycle. Just all these hateful, intrusive thoughts about, oh, what if God is a parasite? What if whatever? All of this. It's like, it just feels fucking gross to say right now, man. Like, honestly, I would rather just be on here saying the N word than be telling you the story of these SCPs. So that kind of tells you about how much it affected me. And it didn't help that the Mandela Catalog also released around the same time. And if you didn't know, the Mandela Catalog is all about basically, oh, Satan comes, overtakes God, and fucking plans to deceive everyone and troll everyone. So that kind of followed in the same vein, gave me a bunch of the same existential dread, even though on the surface level I knew it was a story. Again, when you stay up like this, when you stay up late at night watching this, let's say FNAF timer, let's say 3 a.m. Whoops, it got outside of the confines of the timer. 3 a.m. Your brain is not really accustomed to this because think about it. When would your grandparents have been up at 3 a.m.? When there was something horrible going on, when there was something horrible in their minds they couldn't get out of, etc. So this is very unnatural. Now, when I talk to you about all these stories, it may hit you like a ton of bricks. Whoops, like that fucking pen falling down. One pen made that big of a noise, hopefully. But the reason you're maybe feeling that way, being hit by a ton of bricks, is because This is stuff that like genuinely spiritually fucked me up for a while. You know, I want to be more religious, have more faith in God, but the hard part is this fiction has fucked it all up. At least for a very long time it did. Now, get ready for the good news, which I'm sure you all know, but let me break it to you again. So, uncover your ears. It is all bullshit. Here's the deal. This is what I know for a fact is true, and what Vosh has explained. One of the few things Vosh has gotten right. All of this negative bullshit you're consuming is no more valid than anything else and has no reason to be. You're just choosing to focus on the horror channel of your brain. You're just choosing to focus on the negative channel of your brain for no real benefit. You're essentially willfully choosing to sabotage yourself and be your own biggest troll. Inspiration. What can you remember before you got into this whole negative cycle that you did to find joy in? Who inspired you there? Review their advice, review their videos, re-invoke their passion. It's a much better use of your time than getting yourself into a fucking self-imposed existential crisis and just like thinking you're some smart, what do they call it, armchair atheist, just thinking you're one of those guys. Go to sleep. This isn't meant to be like a fucking, what's that, analog horror, go to sleep, oh my god, behind you, the moon is awaking, whatever else. It's meant to be an actionable step. Please, go to fucking sleep. Your health is probably awful if you're either going to sleep late, waking up late, or a combination of the two. When I started to adjust back to normality and away from quarantine goblin mode, 12 years English language, can't spell. I started to become a lot happier and a lot healthier. Now, when you wake up past 10 a.m., or God forbid, past noon, you miss out on a lot of, just essential, kind of wholesome things. Waking up to the first rays of sunlight, having tea with your parents, birds chirping. Pointed out there, it's like 9 p.m. right now, there are no birds. But the fog, and etc. The more wholesome part of the world takes place during the day. I don't know the science of this, obviously I'm no scientist myself, but it does something to your brain chemistry to be awake with, or even awake ahead of the rest of the world, getting a head start on your day in that way. And trust me, nothing you watch, nothing of these fucking like wannabe intellectual kind of entertainment videos and these kind of horror stories that just like really take up your time and depress you, none of them are going to be worth staying up past 1, 2, 3 a.m. Get your house in order. Now, while you're here lamenting the fucking futility of your existence or whatever, notice that you, like me, are dehydrated. Did you hear that right shoulder crack? Holy fuck. I have so much water I need to get back in my system. I also just lit an incense candle to like get into a nice sort of mood for recording this, and holy fuck, that shit kind of destroyed my throat. Incense smells very nice and it's very funny on a side note, but I think it's pretty horrendous for your health. Notice your posture is shit. Are you standing like this, like a fucking caveman? Or are you actually me wanna, for the sake of demonstration, I draw on the shirt. Here's why we put caps on pens. Or are you actually standing up straight? You don't have to be lat spreading all the time. I just do that because I'm special. But you want to have a nice upright posture. Your last meal probably wasn't nutritious, your room is all over the place, like mine a little bit, and your sleep is fucked. Trust me, you don't ignore the basics because you're depressed because you ignore the basics. I know intellectually you don't think like that right now, I know logically you think it's the other way around, but let me draw. This fucking guy, all he needs, if we don't run out of ink, okay, hold on, let me switch pens. This guy, all he needs, water. Glass is half full, by the way. Assholes, glass is half full. Nice posture. Erect posture. Hold on, let me give him lats. Let me give him a big ass pronator and a large bicep. Those are delts. Let me actually give him traps up to his ears. Thick neck, whatever. Beautiful. I don't know, he's bald because he follows self-improvement. He has a nice beard. I basically just drew Kratos. Hold on. Big ass leg, striation. So, good posture, nice water, good food. Hold on, how do I draw good food? Let me draw chicken leg. Ooh, this is gonna look very penis-like. Very nice. Chicken leg right over here. Posture, water, food. Get those in order. If you don't know what good posture, good hydration, fucking healthy food is, look through my channel, or the videos I made about those, I'm gonna be entirely honest, can be revised and will be revised, but until they get redone. Look through other channels who give you advice on how to up your posture, up your water, up your food. I am relatively good at cooking, and I know more about it than I'm pretty sure most people do. And so I'm going to be making a lot of cooking videos in the very near future. Please stay tuned for that. So I got you covered with that. Trust me. But take care of these basics. Even if you don't believe me right now, just humor me, bro. What have you done with the last few weeks, months, years? But what have you done with them? Just humor me. Humor me. Try these out. You don't know some big revelation that the rest of us don't, and you're not above everything because you're depressed. You're certainly not above these basics, even though you may be thinking right now that you're too good for them. The bar of success for you right now, if you're in this goblin mode situation, is so low. Trust me. Once you realize this, from the first time you take action, it's gonna be over for your demons. Let me draw a demon. Let's draw him right over here. Let's like idiot fucking horns. Let's give him angry eyes because I'm afraid of eyes. Uh, I may explore that in another video. Oh, that looks more like a rabbit than a demon. Hold on. Bam. Let's give him fangs. I just drew a bat. Okay, this is a demon. You'll get rid of your demons. It's a very, it's vague, it's abstract, but it's there. Okay, hold on, let me explain the eye thing. This also came from the byproduct of like staying up late, whatever else. There's this documentary called Portrait of God, and it's basically a religious woman who looks at a still painting for some time, and then just two eyes appear, and the painting, not painting, the projection is called Portrait of God, and then just fucking two eyes appear out of nowhere, and there's like a big lar monster, big creature goes like rah, and then everyone gets very scared, including me. I'm actually getting, hold on, I don't know if you can tell goosebumps right now, but I'm getting a bit goosebumpy as I'm reading this. I may just be a bitch though, you know, maybe not everybody takes these things as seriously, but I'm making these videos for those who do and for those who are affected because this is what genuinely helped me. And you must, basically, I must make this video because I can't fucking imagine living with that type of fear anymore. So, from the first time you take care of these basics and get yourself in the proper mindset, your demons will be fucking gone. This stupid ass bad creature will just disappear. And you'll understand that you're not some martyr who knows some hidden truth. A martyr is another piece of media that deals with this. It's this one specific trope that really freaks me the fuck out for whatever reason, because I think it's the scariest concept ever. But yeah, martyrs is another piece of these vanilla catalog SPs, whatever else. The addition to the fucking troll fest. It's basically just infinite cortisol generator, if you know what that hormone is. Essentially, as men, testosterone is what makes us feel very nice, very funny, very motivated to go do things. Cortisol either blocks or lowers testosterone. I don't know how it works mechanistically, but as Megan from Team 3D Alpha said, cortisol is the biggest troll of the human body. And so this is just an infinite cortisol generator. Like I can feel my levels rising right now when I'm talking about it. And so, you know, imagine before I confronted these things and I was living with them, it was fucking, it was just awful, man. Like how can anyone hope to thrive like this? Go through with becoming a healthier and less retarded human for just 2 weeks, and you'll see that I'm right. Thank you very much for watching. This is surprisingly hard to make. This is like, hold on, let's see. Hello, camera. Viewing the camera right now. Hello, camera eye contact. Very nice. ASMR eye contact practice. So, yeah, this is a very hard video for me to make. Hopefully it resonates with you because it's super vulnerable, like, because I look like a massive bitch right now by saying all these things, saying that these things actually affected me. But if you're like me, you'll know. You'll pretty much know how bad it is and how much like mind tricks your own mind can play on you. And also, I know how simple the solution is. Just focus on these few basics. Take care of yourself. Peace.